So we're going to take a look at what kind of space the car really has on the inside to store all those knickknacks that you may carry on a road trip. Now the glove box is fairly, well, it's very well sized really, and it's got this little, you know, pocket here for odd knickknacks, or it's a very small docket holder really. Moving on to the slot right here where our stereo is supposed to be. Now if you notice, this is for a 1-DIN size system, but you can also possibly remove the whole thing and put a 2-DIN system in, which might be an option. This one of course has completely manual air conditioning. You've got your temperature control, you have your blower control, and your airflow direction, distribution and recirc, and of course the air conditioner switch. One thing we really do like is the gear shifter, not just in the way it looks. I mean, it's nice, short, stubby, and it's very precise to use as well. Now if you've just noticed, reverse, like most Volkswagens and Skodas, is on the top. So that's how you get into reverse on the car. So you push it down and you take it on the top. Now if you notice, there's lots of space, storage spaces here. There's a really large removable, well, if this were an ashtray it'd be really huge, but you know, I don't think you'd want anyone to smoke for that much in a car. There's also lots of course, the other cup holders where my sunglasses have been sitting, and there's a nice deep cubby hole here, so this is very useful for possibly putting in, you know, CDs, and of course the cigarette lighter, which is here, which you can use as a power outlet to charge your phone or MP3 player. So there is a lot of usable space in this area, and you know, there's also the door pockets, which you could see right here, you know, fairly large enough to hold in something like even a, you know, a 1-liter bottle, and you really can't of course store a map book or a large format magazine or anything here, because it's just really enough for knickknacks. It's not meant to store magazines in any case. Now the steering wheel is really nice. This is a 3-spoke affair in this car, and this doesn't of course have airbags because we're in the Comfort Line trim, so we're without airbags here. Love the way the VW logo sits with this lovely chrome ring. I think it's a really neat touch. And all the stocks, like we mentioned before, are from the, you know, Volkswagen Group parts bin, so very familiar to people who've been driving Skodas and other VW products. Now moving on to the instrument cluster right here, we've got a rev counter sitting on our left, we've got the speedometer sitting on the right here, and in the center of course you've got this little display. Now there's a fuel display there, which is just a nice variation of the analog one, so it really gives you your fuel readout. We've already come to just a little over half tank, so we've burned quite a bit of fuel from this morning on our run. Now if you sort of just go through the menus, you'll also notice that it's got a service indicator here, and right now it says that our car needs to be serviced the next 14,000 kilometers. And really it's giving us our trip and outside temperature and time, and of course traveled distance. Right, so there's really nothing fancy about the way it looks or feels. It looks like any other traditional Volkswagen or Skoda product, and of course apart from the fact that it's got the red lighting now,